What's going on? This is Occult Kazaya, Kazaya Hakadashi, Sharath Kodesh, set apart to serve ministries. For those that's out there that feel that they need to get away, from their relatives because of how they're treating them, but don't know how, or feel afraid to go no contact. First of all, if you are afraid to do you because of your relatives, because you're afraid of what they may think of you, or you're afraid of what they may so-called do to you, or whatever, that's a problem itself. Man should not have any place in your head where you feel you need to walk on eggshells and be afraid of them, to be afraid to be you, to be afraid to stand up for what you believe. No, we got to get out of that. So, if you have any relatives, we're not calling them family today. Family don't do none of this. But relatives do. Relatives can treat you like this. They relatives because you have their bloodline. Y'all have the same bloodline. That's what makes you relatives. Family is one with love, honor, respect, devotion, dedication, honor amongst blood, amongst each other. That's the reason why set apart ones, once we become family of God and we become set apart from the world, the first thing happens is our family on earth deteriorates from us and just become known as relatives, because we are no longer family with the bloodline of our relatives in this world, because they are not chosen yet because of their lifestyle. See, Yahweh sent Yeshua to die for us, but he also said that he came to cause division. A lot of people don't understand that, but he came to get the set apart ones away from amongst the disbelievers, the unbelievers. So the unbelievers could be your bloodline family, your relatives rather. So that's where this is coming from when he said he's going to make your mother against mother-in-laws, and mother-in-laws against mother-in-laws, and sisters against brothers, daughters against mothers, sons against fathers, or whatever. I'm saying it in the wrong order, but that's what that means. When he got the disciples, Peter and they was away from their family, even though he had his brother with him, John and all them. But when Yeshua come and get those that's chosen, we are going to become enemies of our bloodline relatives. We are no longer family of those in this world, especially if they are not believers of God. So, with all that saying is, if you are a child of God and you trying to do you, Yahweh got his light shining on you now, you getting a new home, a new job, a new car, your whole character is changing, you prospering, you glowing, and your relatives is probably used to you not having nothing, probably used to you leaning on them, probably used to you acting like them with gossiping, showing favoritism, all this shenanigan, all the works of the flesh, all the sinful acts, the works of the flesh. And the works of the flesh, you can look that up. Galatians 5:19 through 21. So you can read what all is amongst the works of the flesh. Because we got envy in there. We got pride in there. We got jealousy in there. Fits of rage in there. And all of this fixed amongst the narcissists. of people we put up with at times before we have no contact. So what I'm saying is, if you feel you need to go no contact, you better you better go read Ephesians, put the armor of God on. Huh? Put the armor of God on, suit up and boot out of there. Get out of there. Get away. And don't feel bad. Because once you stand up and stand firm and remove yourself from all these narcissist folk relatives, then Yahweh can say, oh, okay, now she had the guts and kept the faith and moved on and trust me, because ain't nobody there. Usually when you do move around no contact, ain't no friends, no relatives, ain't nobody there, it's just you. But see, that's what happens. That's the reason why it's designed to be that way. Because he need you and only you to stay focused on him so he can work through you. Nah. He didn't say come on and then keep some of your relatives there so they keep embedding in your head on things you should do in life. No. He needs you all alone so he can mold you. You the clay. He put you together. Huh? So, don't feel bad when you have no contact with your relatives. Don't feel bad when you feel you have to change your number and go no contact. This is a good start for you. Okay, so let's say you went on the went no contact and you ain't talked to your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, none of them, all the ones who treated you bad, talked about you, laughed at you, jeered you on, who was jealous of you, always complaining about why you got this and why you got that. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't this and you need me. Woo, 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 woo. And because you say no to them, oh, that was the end of that. They call themselves not want to talk to you. So what I'm saying, with all that going on, it's the reason, right? Okay. When you go no contact for years or for weeks, months, and they decide to say, oh man, I need to call such and such because she ain't talking to her. This is probably what they're doing without us knowing, or when we doing our thing, no contact. Yeah, I ain't heard from such and such. Going on, what's going on with her or him? We ain't heard nothing from them. I bet you they going through this. I bet you they going through that. They ain't calling because they probably got pride. They ain't gonna say nothing to us and yada yada yada. So what we gonna have to do, girl, is go get it through the grapevine, and we gonna call over here and see what's going on with such and such and such. So I bet you they lost their car. I bet you they lost their apartment. And I heard they quit their job. They probably quit their job. They probably getting unemployment now. They probably, you know what? Such and such is always going back and forth in life, homeless and going through this. They keep a job and they always lose it. Their apartment, man, please, that apartment, he ain't gonna keep that apartment. That house, what? That big old house, they gonna have a lien on that in less than 6 months. They always throwing parties back in the day. They gonna do it again. She or he, they be on a party line and motorcycle clubs and this and that and the other. Oh, they ain't gonna keep, I bet you that's what's going on with them. This is what's going on with a narcissist relative behind our backs when we decide to move on and have no contact. What's going on is not oh, I miss such and such. I hope she doing all right. Man, I haven't heard from my daughter. I haven't heard from my son. Girl, that's my sister, man. I miss her. I hope she okay, or I hope he okay. I hope he doing all right. Let me go on and see if I can call them because, I miss her or I miss him. I know they very ambitious on trying to do themselves. And I messed up. I know I talked to her crazy. Yeah, I know I did my brother wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I was a little jealous of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go on and try to reach out to him and apologize and go on and try to talk to my brother so we can just get this bond back together, man. Yeah, my daughter, she this and that, but I just need to go on and put my shoulder on the limb and just go on and call my daughter, you know what I'm saying, and see if she okay. I really do hope that she's doing fine. I really hope that Johnny is doing fine. I hope he got a bigger car this time, because the last time I heard from my son, he was driving a putt-putt. Trust me, that is not what's going on with a narcissist relative behind our backs as we try to strive to do better and go no contact. That is not what's going on. So I'm giving you these examples because I need you, we as one who's trying to live for Yahweh and do the right thing and keep away from negative folk like narcissist relative. I'm trying to let you know, don't be sitting back thinking about what they may be thinking about you, and you kind of feel that you need to feel guilty for moving forward and continue to let them walk over you. Because I'm telling you right now, once you go back, because they may throw guilt trips and call your job and call somebody else to try to tell you to get in contact with. Because if you fall for the shenanigans, you're going to get your feelings hurt again. I'm telling you. You're going to get your feelings hurt again. These type of folk do not change. They may, hey girl, I ain't heard from you in a long time. Once you give in, I ain't heard from you in a long time. But anyway, so how you doing? You got a job now? You making more money than you was last time? That whole vibe comes right back. Just like that. You be like, what? Y'all know I ain't heard from you, but I was just wondering, you know what I'm saying? I thought you probably then went to jail by now. Yeah, what's going on, Johnny? You went on the picked up, huh? I was going to see how long you was going to call. But anyhow, you know what I'm saying? You got $20 I can borrow? You ain't got $20. See? I knew that you weren't doing nothing with yourself. I knew I can't get $20. See, the same mentality is going to start. It may start off nice and cool, calm, collected, but I'm telling you, within less than 24, with less than a month, or you contacted with your family, your relatives, excuse me, once you get in cahoots with these people, with these type of people, I'm telling you, you're going to get your feelings hurt. They're going to go right back into that mode of controlling, being a narcissist. If you say no for the last time to these folk, they're going to let you have it. Now, mind you, if you kept doing that before you decided to go no contact, things have gotten worse. I know that's what happened with me. Every time I give in, even when it wasn't my fault, I give in, I apologize. I apologize for whatever you did. We need to stick together. And this was all the time. All the time. I used to always step up and say, I apologize for whatever went wrong. But I know she or he was the cause of me not wanting to deal with them. But because I care and I want us to be together as one, I always do that. And every time, baby, they treat me like crap. They talk to me any type of way. They provoke me. You know what I'm saying? You this and you that, yada this. I say no, they get mad. Why you saying no to me? I remember I did this for you back then, and yada, you owe me. I did this. I got you out of jail 20 years ago. Hey, remember I had signed that for you, and you yada. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have that house. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have got that motorcycle. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be where you at. You wouldn't have that job. They want to throw all this nonsense back in your face from what happened 30 years ago. Because today you decide to say no because you didn't feel that you can do it, or you couldn't do it, or you just don't have the time to do it, or whatever. And they go through all of that just like that, putting you down because they want to continue to have control of you. And then next thing you know, you sitting in the car or at the crib like, here we go again. Are you serious? I done went all the way out my way again, going without no contact for a couple of years, and I go right back calling such and such because I felt a little bad that I didn't, speak to him in a while, and I go right back into this nonsense. And look, guess what? We done got into it again because how they really feel about me. Everything is just straight phony, straight fake. It's just a straight big lie with a narcissist. It's sad because you are born in this type of bloodline. It is sad. But like I said, be grateful. God said be grateful because your name is in the book of life. See, that's what we need to stay focused on. Don't worry about mommy, dad, sister, and brother, and all that. Who cares? That is what it is. Them are different people. Those are people Yahweh created too. You know what I'm saying? He created them, but yet they were embedded to have their own character, just like Satan when he was Lucifer. He decided to go wicked. And it was a punishment for that. Same with man. God created everybody. But it's up to us to be of good character. He's not going to make us be of good character. He's not going to make us be of bad character. He ain't nothing evil about God, nothing bad about God. So if we can't be good, then we're going to be the opposite of it. And if you choose to stay in the opposite of it, that's your choice, and it's going to be your problem, and you're going to have your own consequences. So as quota sheet, as set apart ones, we have to just remove ourselves from those who is not of the light. If they want to be of the darkness of death and all that, that's on them. Just be glad that Yahweh chose you to become part of his true family. So keep it moving. Quit feeling like you need to be part of fleshly people on this wicked earth, because you're not going to do nothing but keep getting hurt and maybe even destroyed. Hallelujah. So if you are a person who decides to go no contact from your worldly relatives who are strongly negative, narcissist folk, stay away. Stay strong, and do not, under any means, under any circumstances, go back into contact with your relatives. Please, just listen to this message. This is a warning. Do not have no contact whatsoever with your narcissist relatives. This is Keziah Harkadeshi, also known as Occult Keziah, bringing to you Sharath Kodesh, meaning set apart to serve ministries. God bless y'all and stay positive, y'all. Ahava.